Hello everyone and welcome back to the Belgian Beer Brothers channel. Cedric here in Antwerp with yet another brew review, and today we are going back to our third beer from Paul from I-tal I-tal Beers. I am curious for this one, but I'm curious for all of them. But this is the Gold Crush, a nice label with some gold ingots being crushed here. This is a single hop pale ale, obviously with crush hops. But yeah, this just sounds cool. It's a creative outlet. The ingredients are water, malted barley, hops and yeast, but the barley is Golden Promise and the hop is Crush. So Gold Crush is a logical name for this, and I like when people put in Easter eggs or referrals. ABV 5.8%, EBC 14 and IBUs 38, so rather light, rather pale, and sounds like it has a lovely bitter. Of course, again with the Brew Me QR code. Plain bottle cap. So let's check out the beer. Quite lively here, already rising to the top. Ooh, very carbonated. It's quite a hard pour, but we have seen this before in other beers from renowned breweries as well, so things happen. Looking at this swirl of carbon dioxide here, this is not an engraved glass, meaning it is really carbonated. So I don't know, is this re-fermented in the bottle? Did you add a bit extra yeast or sugar? But apart from that, nice color, a bit coppery blonde, a bit caramelly even, nice beige foam, very thick, very dense, and mainly a lot, but that was already very clear from the beginning. Actually has a rather simple aroma profile, and I say this in absolutely not in a negative way. There is absolutely nothing wrong with simple. I do often state when things are complex, and that might be positive for nerds like us. However, sometimes simple is harder and more interesting. So it is very malty and hoppy, very classic. Yeah, it's a nice classic pale ale, but hoppier. So what could possibly go wrong? Let's have a taste. Cheers. Yeah, as expected, very carbonated, very aggressive. But once we get past that carbonation, tastes a bit toasty. Of course, it's a pale ale, so yeah, slightly roasty, an ever so slight hint of sourness in there, but that is very often the case with pale ales as well. Hoppy, quite bitter hoppy. I'm not familiar with crush hops, but this is rather bitter and actually also refreshing. So I completely understand the IBUs here. It is a very pleasant level of bitterness, and everything between like 35 and 60 most of the time is pretty good in my book. And actually for me personally, when we go higher, it's still good for me. But I think that we are leaving the mainstream there. But no, very pleasant. So I've already mentioned the aggressive carbonation, but apart from that, I get that toasty, roasty flavor. And actually, when I come to think of it, that roasty flavor really lingers. And that is in itself interesting, because I feel like the hop also boosts that a bit. And that carbonation, of course, does its work as well. Yeah, I think apart from the extra carbon dioxide, this is a very pleasant, simple, basic beer, but very, very pleasant, very enjoyable. And I think that this would do great for people that love the classic Martens IPA, the Bass IPA, or even a Bolleke, the Koning. Because it is somewhere in those realms. It is less sweet than everything I just mentioned. So for the people that enjoy the bitter beers more, like me, this is very interesting. Also as a gateway between special beers, between the classic pale ale and the bitter pale ales, the olden day British pale ales, this could work as well. So I think, Paul, you made a decent choice in hops, but also in malts. And I'm very curious if you used only this Golden Promise hop malt, or did you use something else as well? Because I do get like 2 levels of flavor, malty flavor here. But yeah, very decent beer in my book. And also a very, very pleasant aftertaste. In the aftertaste, it has more of a soft, dry bitterness, and then that malty flavor really lingers on. So again, very enjoyable. I think this is a beer to savor on a sunny terrace, on a God-given good day. So yeah, apart from the carbon dioxide, no remarks on this side. So I am gonna give this a typical 3.5. Very well done. Okay, that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a comment down below, hit the thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll get notified whenever I upload something. And if you want to support this channel, visit the Patreon page, buy me a beer, or just share a video, that'll work as well. Until the next video, which should be tomorrow, cheers!